Hello everybody. Today we will be designing a sanitizing stand. As you can see, this is the finished product. The first step is to drag in a box and dimension this to be 105 millimeters with a width of 35 millimeters and a height of 3 millimeters. Drag in another box and dimension this to be 30 millimeters by 35 millimeters with a height of 10 millimeters. Now, drag in a box cutout and dimension this to be 27 millimeters by 32 millimeters with a height of 20 millimeters. Next, using the arrow above this box, drag it up 2 millimeters. 1, 2. Now, align the box cutout with the smaller solid in the center on the X and Y axis. And finally, group everything. Then, align the new shape with the original box on the center on the Y axis and right on the Z axis. Finally, group everything. Now, drag out a cylinder and dimension this to be 8 millimeters by 8 millimeters with a height of 10 millimeters. Now, drag out another cutout cylinder and dimension this to be 5 millimeters by 5 millimeters with a height of 15 millimeters. Now, align both cylinders in the center on the X, Y, and bottom of the Z axis, and finally, group everything. Now, copy the cylinder and paste it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. This can be done by simply using Control-C or Command-C and Control-V or Command-V. Now, align the cylinders on the center on the X, Y, and bottom on the Z. Then, drag one cylinder out and move the cylinder 19 clicks. Drag a second cylinder and move this by 38 clicks. Now drag a fourth cylinder by 57 clicks. If you move each cylinder to the left, you'll have to add a negative sign in front. However, if you move them to the right, then you'll simply be doing a positive value. Now finally, align everything on the center on the Y-axis and group everything. Now copy and paste this row and move it down 23 clicks. So if you move it down, it'll be positive 23, and if you move it up, it'll be negative 23. Now, simply align both rows in the center on the X-axis. And now, group both of these rows together. Now, align the cylinders with the original solid shape on the left on the X and center on the Y. And then using your arrow keys, move the cylinders in 5 clicks. You can also drag it and change the horizontal value to 5, just the way we did when aligning the cylinders. Now, group everything. Now, drag in a box cutout and dimension this to be 70 millimeters by 12 millimeters with a height of 20. Align both shapes on the center of the Y and left on the X. And move the cutout 3 clicks to the right. Now group both shapes. Now drag in a box cutout and dimension this to be 9 millimeters by 40 millimeters with a height of 20 millimeters. Using the cone, drag it up one click, or you can drag it up many clicks and change that value to 1. Now copy and paste this cutout twice, so you have 3 of the same size cutouts, each 1 millimeter off the work plane. Now align all 3 cutouts and the overall box on the left and middle of the X and Y axis respectively. Drag one box towards the right and change the X-axis moving dimension to 51 millimeters. Drag the second box to the right and change this dimension to 31.5 millimeters. Finally, drag the third box 13 millimeters. Now here you may want to switch to your top view and move the cylinders accordingly so that they're in the center of the holes. The purpose behind these is more of a 3D printing aspect because we're trying to chop away material so that the print time will be less, but it will still have the same effectiveness as it did before. Finally, align everything in the center on the Y-axis and click Group. If you go to your top view and go down and see that some of the box cutouts are off, you can always ungroup like this and change one to be more one direction. Then you can go ahead and group everything again. And that's it. You've now designed a sanitizing stand. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time. Thank you.